Hello, good morning all, it's Shivani Kai. Today we are learning configuration of file transfer protocol in Linux. So for configuration of file transfer protocol in Linux, we need the RPM, that is Red Hat Package Manager. So you can download the RPM named VSFTPD for Red Hat Linux. Then open the terminal on Linux and execute the command rpm-ivh, give the name of the RPM, press the tab so that you'll get the version number, and then press enter. After pressing enter, within a second that will show that the package will be installed 100%. Once the package is installed, you can, after installation of this VSFTPD package, you can start the service and make the service on by using the commands which I have shown. That you can start the port map service also. So service port map restart, and also the xinetd restart. So both have to make it on. After that you can start service VSFTPD restart. So once it is restart, if it is on, it will shut down. If it is not, it will restart and make it on. So if you would like to keep it on after rebooting, so you can give the command check config and the name of service and make it give the on. So even if your machine get reboot, it will be on automatically. So you can see that you have in the PPT that you can make it on. Okay, so after you have to keep the services on by config port map on and check config xinetd on. So both are on. After that, what we'll do is on the machine which we have configured the FTP, is you just check the IP of that machine and give the command using gftp and IP of the machine, as the machine is configured as an FTP server. So once it is connected to FTP, it will ask for the username and password to get logged in. So in the earlier, if you have not created the users, you can give both username and password as anonymous. So once you have entered the username and password anonymous, you'll get the login and you can see the FTP home folder where you have the default files. You can see that if you want to create some particular users than anonymous, so what you can do is you can add the user by a command user add. For example, in the slide you can see you have user add Vinita, and the same you can give the password also to the same user by giving the command passwd Vinita. Once you have changed the password, and you'll got the command that all authentication tokens updated successfully. So it means that user is created. Now you can log in by that user and the password to the FTP. So again, rather than using anonymous, you can use that Vinita user or the user which you want to create. Then even if you can allow and deny users for FTP access. For example, we have a file which is will have FTP user, as you can see that it is in the /etc/vsftpd FTP users. So in that you can make the people allow or deny. For example, you can see in the first line the root is denied. So if you remove the, if you'll try to log in by root and username, it won't take. So if you'll remove the, so if you remove that root, in that case root will be allowed to log into the FTP to transfer the files. Then also the users can create the folders, and by using, as we all know that we can create on Linux by using mkdir, the directories and any file. And to transfer that file you need to give permissions, as you can give the permissions to folder or the files using chmod, give the folder name and give the permissions. You can give it all 7, so read write access, depending on your importance of that data, you can give the permissions to those contained. So thank you.